Mask off or leave it on. Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Thursday, October 15th, 2020 meeting of the Township Board of Trustees, 7:30 p.m. Residents will have an opportunity to speak during public comments. I currently have no one on Zoom and no public attendees. So at this point, I will ask everyone to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Deputy Clerk Pastrana, can you call the roll, please?
Okay, Trustee Donner?
Present.
Trustee Ferguson? Present. Trustee Kelly? Present. Trustee Vanderlaan? Okay.
And me.
Oh, Supervisor Tillman, sorry.
Present. We have a full quorum. At this point, if there are any public comments, residents may speak on township issues in general, or if there's any report update. We've been getting some from Assessor Volz in the past.
Excuse me, yes, I just want to give an update that we are waiting to hear back from the county regarding the status of the supervisor assessments. We are prepared. There's several townships that are just kind of waiting for them to get the finalization of having a reappointment of a supervisor or appointment of a new supervisor of assessments so we can turn over our books. Along with Downers Township, I think 3 other townships are waiting for someone who can accept our books. So as soon as that happens, we'll be able to turn them over and we'll get a date. We're hoping for sometime in the first week of November we'll be able to post the notices in the newspaper and stuff like that. But until that appointment is fully in place and the person is in place, we're actually not allowed to, there's no one to accept our votes right now, but we are in a position to be able to do it. We're just waiting for that, then to have someone in place. Just want to keep you abreast of what's going on.
Thank you.
Sure.
At this time, I'll accept the motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting from September 17th, 2020 as presented.
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve the trustee audit of bills and claims as presented.
So moved.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. We have with us tonight Scott Dunzer of Whipley, who is our auditor for the 2019-2020 budget cycle. And we welcome you. I know a little bit unusual compared to it, but if you have any brief comments you'd like to make about the audit this year,
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me back. I hope everybody has a chance to take a look at the audit. So feel free to interject with any questions that you may have. In addition to the audit, every board member should have got the required communication letters. There's a management letter in here and a communication governance letter, so everybody should have, that's in this room, probably should have got a copy of that just to make sure. In addition to the audit, we also filed the annual financial report with your regulatory body, which is the Illinois Comptroller's Office. So that was done a few months ago. So all your regulatory filings for the fiscal 2020 year are taken care of. So we start thinking about next year now.
awesome.
Anyway, we did issue, there are no new government standards or GASB standards that were implemented this year that affected you, and I don't think there's going to be any new things next year that we have to worry about. I know there's going to be one on fiduciary funds, but I don't think that you don't have a fiduciary fund here, so there's nothing really to look forward to next year. It should be all the same. We did issue an unmodified opinion, otherwise known as a clean opinion, which means that in our opinion, we believe these financial statements are materially correct. So, and there should be no material adjustments that would be needed to make them. It's not so that's the highest level of opinion that you can get. I always want to say that we do not look at every transaction. you know, we can't, we're not here every day, and it's not economical, so we can't say that something is not misclassified somewhere, or, you know, on our accounts or whatever, but, just based on our auditing, practices and what we do, we don't think there's any material misstatements that need to be made to these financial statements.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Scott while he's here tonight? I always like to hear clean audit. That's the key two words here.
I have a quick question. What do you quantify a clean audit? Is there some kind of standard of schedule
Well, no, we
that
do.
classifies it that way,
Yeah,
or?
well, that's our opinion. What I'm hired to do is give an opinion on your financial statement.
Mhm.
Is basically what I'm supposed to do. So, and like I said, and we use a bunch of different things. We use direct confirmation of balances. We do analytical review. We do some, reperformance to test what, if these numbers are fairly stated. So there's not just one thing we do, but we do all these things in conjunction, and when they're combined, that allows us to lower our audit risk to acceptable level where we can say, we're pretty confident here that there should be no more material adjustments that need to be made to these financial statements. So, that's part of the process that you guys never see. And we do, inquiry of staff and board members or whatever, do fraud inquiries or whatever, and that kind of stuff. So there's a variety of things that we have to do before, like I said, we can get our risk level to an appropriate level that we think these are going to get a clean opinion. So these are they're on GAAP basis financial statements, modified accruals, so there's no exceptions for cash basis or anything. So this is these are, and all applicable government accounting standards are reflected in these financial statements.
Thank
Good.
you.
Anyone else? Art?
Thank you, Scott. We spent some time going over the pension liability that we have, the $14 million or so. When we take a look at this liability, it's gone from a $700,000 asset to a liability of $700,000 to an asset of $1.4 million, so it flips around quite a bit. And given the expected discount rate of 7.25%, in light of the fact that the interest rates for government securities and many of the other investment opportunities have fallen substantially, we are going to take a close look, and when we do the budget and the funding, just to make sure we keep a close eye on that as being one of the largest liabilities of the township when we do the budgeting. So thank you very much for taking the time to do that.
Yeah, as I mentioned previously, they do a calendar rate for the employer and employee contributions. They'll total 6.5% for the 2021 calendar year. And we're at 104% funding on our pension. But yeah, just a lousy quarter in 2018 screwed things up for the 2020 year. Fortunately, IMRF is an independently managed fund. They're fairly diverse and they're very cautious in their investments. But yeah, just 0.25%, you saw what happened.
And we're very lucky that Al and everyone set up us at IMRF, 20 years ago or whatever. We're all very good that we're funded.
Any other questions? Thanks, Scott. As the year progresses, if I have more audit questions, I'll let you know.
Yeah, please let us know if you need. I know you might be going through some software conversions or anything. If you have any questions or need any advice doing that, please reach out to me, and I'll assist in any way that I can.
Great. Okay, let's move on. Next item, can I get a motion to approve the Clark contract for environmental mosquito management for from 2021 through 2023? Can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Can you get a second?
A second.
Is there any discussion on this item? Can I get a roll call vote? Deputy Clerk Mistretta.
Trustee Donner?
Aye.
Trustee Ferguson? Aye. Trustee Kelly?
Aye.
Trustee Vanderlin? Aye. Supervisor Toman?
Aye. Motion carries 5-0, thank you. Next is, can I get a motion to approve selling 4 excess iPhones on govdeals.com? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second,
Open it for discussion?
can't we just give these to charity?
No. As a matter of fact, we have to put them up for sale first, which is, we did with computers, and we moved through our old excess computer inventory through govdeals.com, which is authorized to do so. And so that's where we're gonna try to move the iPhones. If they do not sell, and if they are just sitting there, and we had some monitors, some ancient monitors that nobody wanted, typically we would open those up to the public.
Okay, so, sale, public, then can we give it to charity, or does it have to go in the dumpster?
We've never gotten that far.
Okay. Seems crazy, there should be a de minimis rule on this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably gonna cost staff 3 times the amount we're gonna get for the phones, organize it.
Yeah, GovDeals makes it as painless as possible.
Okay.
This is a voice vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Item number 10, I will make a motion to table the PACE contract to continue dial-a-ride to a date certain, the November meeting. I didn't get the contract from PACE. So I'll make that motion and ask for a second.
Second.
Is there any discussion? And since we're just tabling a motion to table, it's a voice vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Supervisors report, if you took a look at the building, we're putting brick on the exterior right now. We're churning through a lot of change orders. We're still on budget and on time. We've had a lot of meetings with the fish food pantry to get them organized and start them moving. The Friends for Downers Grove Township seniors have been very helpful in this process and have accumulated some significant funding for use in the township kitchen. DuPage Senior Citizens Council is very happy with how things are progressing. And what else? We had a very successful September frozen meal giveaway, 345 participants. We have another one scheduled for next Thursday. So if you know, what?
I think it's 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
22nd, October 22nd. We've been asked if we are interested in doing one in November and December, and that's kind of a coin flip because of weather. We can't use our parking lots, we use the street, and that's problematic if it's lousy weather in November or December. So I have some trepidation about agreeing to do those 2 dates. But we'll see how it goes. We have to commit a couple weeks early. I'm just not sure.
Are those numbers up, the 300 or so? Up?
Absolutely. Our first one, we had almost 200 meals that we gave away. Every month it has increased. And this month so far, I believe
We're over 300.
We're over 300 with a week to
We're doing
go.
that across the board in other organizations, Karen.
Yeah, the fish food pantry, their business has doubled.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had asked for a number of what has been distributed on those frozen meal packs from Kathy Rager, and it's over 1,500 in the, 4 months that we've.
Oh, easily.
Oh, no, that's not up to date.
No, yeah, it's gotta be closer to 2,000.
Wow.
I think with this one, at least for this one, we'll hit 10,000 meals out. So, yeah, there's definitely a need out there. It's definitely serving a purpose. It keeps seniors from having to go to the grocery store all the time. You know, it keeps them out of there 1 or 2 times a week, and that's a good thing, you know, to keep them safe. So, that's my supervisor's report. I'll move on. Is there any old business? Seeing none, is there any new business? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Our next meeting of the Downers Grove Township Board will be held on Thursday, November 12th. That's a date change at 7:30 p.m. Thank you and good night.